Hey, what's going on, guys? Minigo here, and welcome back to some ETS2. Now, this is actually my second attempt at doing this episode today. The job that we ended up taking and the game crashed, and I just knew for a fact I won't be able to get past a certain section at all. Kind of similar to what happened in the last episode. So, the job that I took was from Luxembourg to this one in Russia. We had to drive down to Calais, ended up here and at a bloody Renault dealership of all dealerships, and we didn't even get 2 minutes down the road before the game decided to crash. So I don't know why it does it. I really don't. The only thing I can think of is this part of the mod. Again, there's some issues with it. So we're just going to avoid this section of Russia for the time being until I can find some bloody mods to fix the mods that I've got. So I think instead we will... This one's to Germany. Didn't want to do Germany. See, this one again, it's all the way up here in Russia. I don't want to do... Don't want to do that. This one is France. I'll tell you what, I'm not a big fan of going into France, but that one's not a bad one. That was again to Germany. 9 grand there. 8 grand to Frankfurt. That's not too bad. That's not too bad at all. Horse meat. Tesco. I don't know. Amazon sell IBCs now apparently as well. I tell you what, we'll do this one to France. It's 22 tons of empty pallets. Sure, that's a good waste of our time, really. We'll deliver some empty pallets with our double-decky truck, as if they've got a 007 007 paint job on your bloody Citroen 2CV. That's funny. You don't see that every day. Right, we are 5 minutes away from the job. Let's get ourselves out and hooked up into wherever we're going. Thank you very much. Right. Ooh. Is that bunny hop of a bloody stop then? I had to do that in the last record as well. Obviously, you're not going to see it, but I was in a little bit of a time-lapse phase, and next minute, a truck that's just bobtailing anchors up because another truck collided with a car, and I had to anchor up. It was a whole ordeal. Honestly, I was surprised I didn't actually smash into the back of it. Really surprised. But with this recording session as well, I'm going to be doing... I'm going to attempt to do a few back-to-back recordings. Just simply because, whilst I'm able to, I figured why not? I know you guys are loving the content, and some of you keep waiting for when the next episode comes out. This is not an ideal spot at all, really. Excuse me, Mr. Scanion, will you let me through? You will. Like, oh! And the Volvo as well, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I know most of you guys are loving the content. And at this moment in time as well, the driving academy is still the best one. I'm actually really proud that it's doing so well. Where are we? So we've got Netherlands, Brussels, and Germany. So I don't really want to do the Germany one just because of the incident in Nuremberg. But with that incident, again, I don't know how to go about fixing it because I've got the... What do you call it now? The fix for... The pro mods fix for Nuremberg. that didn't work. That just prevents you from falling into the map in some areas, apparently. And then... Oh, seriously? You're not going to allow that? I'd allow that. I was going to say I'd allow that. That was good. But yeah, so I tried it, obviously tried it without, because that's what my mod list had prior to the crash. I found a mod that has what that was called German Fix for Pro Mods, and again, that didn't work. I tried numerous times during the recording. I think I tried about maybe 4 times during the recording, and then I tried another 4 times after the recording. So once I fast traveled to Luxembourg, I then saved it there, loaded up a previous autosave where I was just outside of the delivery point for that job, and I tried it a fair few times and I had no joy with it at all. So unfortunately we are down, I said 10 grand last time, but it's actually more 25, because obviously we had to pay out the 10 grand to cancel the job, and we missed out on like 15 and a bit grand. Oh god, sneezed. So yeah, we're technically down 25 and a bit grand, probably closer to 26 grand. So we gotta try and make that up, really, and avoid Nuremberg and now that part of Russia, apparently. So I think without further ado, I'm going to quit jibber jabbering and we will just get straight into a time lapse. Alrighty, so we're nearly there. Only a good 45 minutes away. I'm pretty sure there's a police officer still right behind me, hence why I slammed on when the speed limit changed from 50 to 43. Because that happened last time, it changed from 50 to 43 and I instantly got fined for speeding. So I thought, what better way to not do that than as soon as I see it change to anchor up, more or less. But yeah, this road has actually been rather nice, to be honest with you. I mean, obviously minus being fined for speeding. It's actually been rather nice, and I'm loving this thick woods type of area. It's definitely fitting in with the whole spooky season Halloween vibe. Like, this is just one of them woods that you could easily see like a ghost emerge out of, and you know, it'd just be it would just be one of them where, I don't know, just a ghost or an apparition or something that just walks across in front of you, stops, looks at you, and just stands there as well, and you just drive straight through it. I reckon that'd be kind of cool. I mean, I'm pretty sure in the Africa, in one of the Africa mods, there's actually something like that. I can't remember if it's the Horn of Africa or the Heart of Africa. Whereas if you drive down one specific road at a certain time, there'll be a ghost that'll just sort of like walk alongside here, and it will keep up with you as well, and it's got a full walking animation or running animation at this point. I'm pretty sure as well this is either a modded town or a fixed version of this town. Renault dealership, with a pen in pink Renault right there. But I can't remember if this is a completely modded town or a reworked town that has just been implemented as a mod. Can't remember, in all honesty. It is very pretty though, especially with the train track going over it. I love it. I keep doing this, and obviously I keep either mounting the curb, nearly crashing into somebody, or oh, there's a little there. Yeah, things just don't go well when I start moving the camera about, especially like if I'm trying to get like good views, whether that be in third person or first person. I just can't seem to drive in a straight line apparently, or I choose the most inappropriate times and start looking around when I'm on a corner or about to come up to a corner. Right, here we are pulling into or coming up even to our destination to drop off empty pallets. Pretty sure it'll be this place right in front of us. Going to assume it is this place right in front of us. Yep, I believe it is. At least there's services right here as well, because again I got damage on the trailer. I think it might have bottomed out when I was drawing in the motorway during the time lapse. That's if it was in the time lapse, or I can't remember. Either way, I've now got 2% damage on the trailer, and I believe the trailer actually bottomed out and caused the damage. Which, if that's the case, that's not very good at all. Right, I jackknife this like mad. I absolutely stuffed this. I'm blaming on the fact that I've been at work as well and been dealing with 360 steering all day. Nice light 360 steering at that. Like, it's actually lighter than this. It's like you're not actually turning anything. It's like one of them toys that you just spin the wheel really quick. Right. There we are. Turn off the engine. Very good. 8 hours, 27 minutes, 255.5 litres consumed, and travelled 321 miles. Very nice. Right, our next job. We're almost back up to where we were as well in the last episode. Almost. So we need to go from here Oh. Oh, you know, we could do that. 100% we could do that. We got Malta down here. Is that Malta? Yeah, Malta. Ooh. At 18 grand, that should put us... Well, obviously it'll put us above where we were. Oh, we're picking up from here as well. Very nice. I like it when that happens. So basically, we're leaving off... Well, we'll have the same amount of money of what we should have had in the last episode. Empty wine bottles. They love giving me empty things, don't they? Either empty pallets or empty wine bottles. Am I parking in the same spot as well? Just have a quick... Oh, I thought I was parking in the same... Literally one bay over. What? So we just loaded me up on bloody bay 7, making me drive to bay 5. Alright, let's no. There we go. Can't believe they're making me drive to bay 5. They could have quite easily just loaded me up on bay 7. That's just laziness right there. Then again though, that's bloody more professional than what I did the first time round. Saying that, obviously it's still not perfect, but it's a hell of a lot better than what it was first time, and it's also thanks to the fact that I was doing it in third person, not first. But I wanted to get it in one shot, so we got 23 hours, well, pretty much 24 hours to do this in. What is our rest time on? We got 3 hours. What is our total time? 57. I'll tell you what. Kind of tempted to rest up now, and then that gives me a solid 9 hours worth of driving then. Obviously that's not maximizing time, but I just want to check real quick on journey. There is a rest point there. How far along is that one? That's 3 hours 9 minutes. And if I do this, 3 hours 1, yeah, so I'd be over mid-time anyway, really. I'd be over my time realistically, so I might as well take advantage of the rest stop here. And we will get some rest. And pay a loan whilst we're at it. Oh, not the driver. Oh, very nice. 3,300 and then obviously the loan installment. What I'm kind of hoping is the driver will balance out my loan payments, or get close to balancing out my loan payments. At this moment in time, I've got Old Man Jenkins working on his ADR licenses. After his ADR licenses, I will have him working on his long distance license. Get that maxed out, and then after his ADR and long distance are maxed out, that's when I'll put him on a balanced type of scale. It's just the two things that I've always done, that's just to, you know, try and get myself the most amount of money possible. So doing ADR and then long distance and then balance for the rest seems to work out best for me. Obviously you can just... Ooh! You weren't there a minute ago. I apologize. Ah, poopy sticks. Alrighty then, let me try and get out of there. Alright, so I've got a bit of a repair going on as well, so I'm actually down a little bit more money. I just basically managed to scoot myself back around and then head on over to the repair service to get myself repaired up. It cost me like 4 and a bit grand. So realistically, Old Man Jenkins paid for the majority of my service instead of paying for the majority of my loan. I'm pretty sure the service amount and the loan amount was like maybe £150 difference, thereabouts. There was no traffic coming. But yeah, that car actually came out of nowhere. I mean, obviously, yeah, I didn't exactly look, but just from the area that I could see leading up to that junction, there was no car there in sight. Half the time I just think that they place them there for shits and gigs. You know, they'll just spawn in randomly and just going to hit you. That's what I think. I need that bloody eye tracking thing though, so I only need to use my head to look instead of having to rely on moving my mouse. Ooh, game? What is it doing? Please load in. That's not a very good sightly scene there. Would you just look at that? There we go. Don't know what went on there. I'm gonna blame the mods. When in doubt, blame the mods. More times than not, it is the mods anyway. Oh, would you just look at that wacky 2CV right there? It's got that paint job that the Volkswagen Polos used to have. Can't remember what they're called now. It's like Hoonigan or something like that. The Hoonigan paint job. Interesting, so we've seen a 007 2CV as well as a Hoonigan 2CV. Very nice. And on that note, I believe it's time for another time lapse. So I'm going to interrupt this little fast time-lapse segment here. The game crashed again. And obviously I don't want to start again, because at this point now I've been recording for near enough 44 minutes. Prior to this one, when I'd done my first attempt, I was recording for probably half an hour, so it's almost a good 2 hours realistically of me actually playing this game. So I've removed a shed load of mods. Honestly, I'm pretty much back down to the bare bone pro mods when it comes to map content, just simply because I can't be dealing with the amount of crashes, and I can't be dealing with like having to go, oh well, the game's crashed, I'm gonna end it here. Like, no, like if the game crashes from now on, I'm going to try and do an alternative route from what town the game crashes in, or either like the town before, or the same town. So I've been able to get, sorry, lost where I train of thought then. So where we were heading to was Marseille, and the port of Marseille, to get across into the little island of France. That little, yeah. Anyway, so as soon as we got across the ferry, or as soon as we got onto the ferry, the game crashed. Okay? As soon as I clicked depart, game crashed. So I've removed the Polish rebuilding, the Romanian expansion, the mods for like Indonesia, loads of little tiny mods that implement little tiny segments of Russia. They're all gone, and I'm left with a couple of little tiny mods that just add little towns and cities in existing areas already of pro mods, instead of adding entire new countries or an entire rebuild of a country, because I can't be dealing with the amount of crashes that happen in this game so far. Like previously in 1.51, there was virtually no issues, and for whatever reason now, even though I've not got as many mods, granted it's only a small handful, there's just continuous amount of self-crashing, and I've got all the fixes, or supposed fixes, for these mods, and the fixes aren't fixing the crashes or anything like that. So I've pretty much gone back down to the bare bones, basic, just pro mods with a sprinkling of extra towns and cities in like France, Switzerland, and so on and so forth. So we managed to get across. This is the job we've got now. I'm not happy about it, to be honest with you, but I'm trying to make the video make sense without losing almost 43 minutes worth of content. And I think as well, after this recording, I'm going to just add on the money mod and reimburse myself with the amount of money that I've lost due to crashes of the game. Now, it's no fault of my own on why I've lost X amount of money. So, like the job from that job into Nuremberg, that job was like 15 grand or something like that. So I've lost out on 15 grand of that. I've had to dish out an additional 10 grand just to cancel the job. This one is more or less the same thing. I've had to, cancel the job. So that's another 10 grand wasted. And that, again, that job was like, 16 grand, something like that. It's almost 50 grand there, gone. So after this recording, I am going to enable the money mod, and I'm going to do one quick job of around 50 grand. Or two jobs to total up around 50 grand, just because we're going to get nowhere, especially when it's due to no fault of my own. And this is one of the most stressful things about playing ETS2, or not even just ETS2, just modded games in general. Game updates, mod authors don't really do much in the sense of, obviously I'm not speaking from experience, or I'm not accusing anything, but more times than not, when it comes to mods, you can just go into the asset file and change it from 1.51 to 1.52, for example. And I feel like that's what mod authors do more times than not, without actually fixing the issues of the game or of their mods. So obviously I'm not saying that for sure, but I know for a fact that's what you can do. You can just go into the asset file of the mod, open up WinRAR, load up the asset file of all that, and just literally change it from 1.51 to 1.52, and that's it. But we are on the other side. Rant over with. We are on the other side of the port, so we're just going to jump straight back into it. We're literally 3 minutes away. I'm only getting 4 grand of this, but I will also try and attempt to do another job. Now, I know just running Boggle standard pro mods, I shouldn't have any issues. Now, it kind of sucks not having the amount of mods that I had in the previous episode and in the episode prior to that with 167, but it is what it is at the end of the day. I'm not dealing with the amount of crashes that are going on. I'm not dealing with the amount of money that I am losing, because again, it's due to no fault of my own and why I'm losing that amount of money. But at the same time, I need to reimburse myself with that money, because we're going to get nowhere at the end of the day. So like I said, at the end of this recording session, the money mod's been enabled, and I'm gonna get myself either a quick job of worth 50 grand or 2 jobs to total up thereabouts 50 grand. The XP mod's not going on. It is just plain simple money, because to me, it's not fair to lose, for me to basically lose out and having to go nowhere, or feel like I'm getting nowhere because of crashes. You know, like I saying, it's no fault of my own really on why the game crashes. I do the load order in the correct order of what I've been told to do, and I look at several different ones as well, that several different YouTubers that, and they all have pretty much the same load order of what, you know, of what I get told to do. Well, they have pretty much the same load order as each other really. So if I'm following that and people and other people have no issues, then obviously again it's due to no fault of my own. It's no fault of the PC, because the PC is, don't get me wrong, it is that of, it's maybe a gen or 2 out of spec for what I am. Can't speak. It is a gen or 2 spec down from the more up-to-date stuff. So I've got a 5600X, a 3070 Ti, 32 gigabyte of RAM. You know, and the gigabyte and the RAM's at 3600. So again, I don't see. No, I don't think I'll be able to do that one still. We'll go to Valencia. We'll go to Valencia. Oh, shall we go to? Ooh. No, we'll go to Valencia. Now, again, I'm still avoiding that place of Bar, because I know Bari in Italy, if that's how you pronounce it. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but I remember that place gave me issues. So again, I'm having to avoid places, even if I know that it might be fixed, I'm still avoiding them, because I don't want to crash and lose content, especially of a job that high. You know, it's near enough 20 grand. I don't want to lose 20 grand. So it's a bit, are we turning into here? It's a bit naff, but at the end of the day, like I said, it is what it is. I think I'm actually going into this next one. Anyways, rambling rant I would say over with, but it probably isn't. Fanta. But yeah, if you guys know what the issue is when it comes to that, or have any speculations on why, then obviously let me know. I'll read the comments. I will try out your suggestions. But my load order is correct for what it should be. And then same again when it came to load orders of everything else is correct for what it should be. Now, as you can see as well, just for me to get that last job and get back to where I was, which is here, I had to turn off fatigue, traffic offences, and the speed limiter. I had to turn it off. So real quick, I'm gonna add them back on. Options, gameplay, that one, and that one. There we go. I had to, because the job that I picked up, even though it said it was in Marcel, I was going like 2.5 hours away to go and pick it up. I was pretty much outside of another place. So I thought, I'm not gonna deal with traffic offences or anything like that. It's just gonna be the case of pick it up, off we go. And speaking of picking up and off we go, well, here we go. Right, righty. You too can have the new Mercedes AMG. No thank you, I don't want one. But that is just the stressful thing about playing any modded games, you know. It's obviously this conversation's going here, there and everywhere because I'm annoyed at the fact that the game keeps crashing. And I did send a voice note to Meg saying if this game keeps crashing, I'm never playing this game again, because it's stressful when it crashes and you gotta figure out why it crashes, what mods are not cooperating. So, and then she was like, look, if you got to take a breather, take a breather. You know, if you can figure it out, and ooh, sorry. It's like, if you can figure it out, then obviously carry on and whatnot. But if you can't figure it out, you might have to remove some mods. And obviously I just went and did the whole remove mods straight away. I didn't want to try and figure it out. I tell a lie. I did try to figure it out by only removing a couple of mods that I know I was safe to remove, or what I thought was safe to remove. It wouldn't even load into the game without crashing. And I was like, right, that's it. And I got rid of like the med map, which is basically like a remodel of Italy. I think it adds towns or something like that. And then got rid of, like I said, Polish rebuilding, Romanian expansion, yada 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 yada. It is what it is, guys. Honestly, you know, if you're playing modded ETS2, you've either come across this issue, or like either recently or in the past, you've come across it at some point in your life when playing ETS2 or any modded game, for example. Any modded game for that matter. So it is what it is. I'm going to get over my rambling stage, and I'm going to put you all back into another time lapse when we and hopefully we'll not bloody crash. Fingers crossed, touch wood. Get me bloody lucky rabbit's foot out and find me 4-leaf clover and everything like that. But time lapse time. Alrighty, so we're nearly arriving at our destination here in Spain. I actually forgot where we're going. Where are we going? To Valencia. Alrighty then. It's kind of bad where I forgot where we were going. Oh god, what an episode, guys. Honestly, it just went from really good, really bad, and I'm trying to bring a bit more of a positive spin to the ending of this episode. But like I keep saying, that's just the harsh reality of playing with mods. You know, you're not going to get the outcome that you want all the time. Are we coming off here? Yes, we are. Be nice if it actually, you know, told us to get over instead of me just trying to guess. Okay, we're coming off here. Well, we're not coming off here. We're carrying straight on to then come off again. Alrighty. 25 miles per hour. Seriously? Yeah, this entire time as well, like during the time lapse and everything, I was... During the time lapse and the cuts in between as well, I've been messaging Meg like, games do be edited, I don't want to play no more. Obviously I do want to play, I really do want to play it. It's just a bit disheartening, you know, when you've worked hard on your load order and then loads of crashes happen in just like various different places around the world, and next minute you just go, right, can't be bothered, bare basic pro mods with texture mods and whatnot, and that's it. That's all we're running. But like I keep saying, that's life. It is what it is, and you're not gonna let me out, and that coach is gonna crash into me. Oh, am I in the right lane? No, no, no. Oh, that sucks. I was in the wrong lane. I was trying to avoid being hit by the bloody coach. Alrighty. I'm going to just do a quick cut until I actually get to where I need to be. Okay, I took the correct turn once again. Well, I say once again. I've took the correct turn now. And we are back en route to where we need to be. I've took... Oh my god. You know what? Never mind. I was gonna just do it. I'm still gonna do a cheeky reverse, you know? I'm not... Like, no! The sat-nav made it look like the turning was like further up than it should have been. I'm not having that. I ran over all these bloody cones and no. Die, cones. Mr. Police Officer, you can do one as well. I no care. You can try and stop me all you want. But that turn on the map, on the sat-nav, made it look like it was a little bit further up than what it should have been. I had a feeling I should have gone down that route. I had a feeling I should have. But I thought, no, because I could be wrong again. It has been a while since I've been to Valencia. And even then, the first time around, I'm pretty sure I made mistakes as well. So, as usual, mistakes have been made. This episode has gone swimmingly, by the way. Like, 10 out of 10 episode right here. I'm getting slightly stressed still. As you can tell by my I don't really care, I'm going to reverse and do the correct turn instead of going all the way around. Because that's what it would have told me to do, is go all the way around, come back here again, and that's like an additional 20 minutes on my journey. Thank you. I'd rather not. Where is that helicopter? Oh, it's behind. I just see it in the mirror there. Well, yeah, definitely an episode to remember. You know, if I ever get asked what episode stressed me out the most, this one. 100%. And that's saying something. I did the bloody driving academy, and that is saying something. I need to come off here Even though it doesn't tell me to come off here, I need to come off here. See what I mean? It doesn't say, like, it doesn't give you like a little tiny arrow just to go like, doo -doo, come over. No. It does there though. It does here on the sat nav, so I know to come over. You know, and I'm not enabling the bloody voice thing because that would just distract me. In 300 yards, turn left. Dum dum. That's a bloody big IKEA, that right there. Can I just creep the lights? Maybe. At 1 mile, yeah, kinda. Not really, but kinda. I had to sort of anchor up on the brakes a little bit. I need to now attempt to get over into this lane, so I'm gonna bully my way over like that. And then take this corner. Jesus. What an episode. What a day. Honestly, you can't make this stuff up. This stuff is just... You really can't just make it up. Right. Let's now get in here nice and smoothly like. Full reverse job at 8 miles an hour. And then trickle it on in. Yes, I'm not going to leave it like this. I am going to straighten up. Take a little bit of a nudge, as they say. Also, guys, I will be doing after this one, like I said, I'm going to do a quick off-camera job. And then after that, I will be jumping straight into another episode. Because like I said, I'll be doing back-to-back episodes today. Ideally, 2. Like, ideally, I want to get at least 2 done. After that, everything else is gravy, really. But, excelente. Once again, I believe I got 2 skill points now. I do. I don't know when I got the last one, but I noticed I had it. So, I shall do... just in time and a long distance, I think. For that, I also have an emaily as well. What is emaily? Oh, okay. New specialist transports. Very nice, very nice. Right, guys, I'm going to end things here. De-stress a little bit more, have a bit more coffee, listen to the 3 voice notes Mega's sent me in this period of time as well. Actually started listening to one of them and then realized how close I was to get into the job, so I need to go and listen to them. So if you like this episode, and I'll be surprised if everybody likes this episode because it stressed me out. If you like this episode, hit that like button, subscribe, turn your notifications on, join the Discord so you can keep up to date with all the shenanigans. I actually might start releasing a little bit of, I guess, behind the scenes shenanigans of what goes on the Discord. So if you want to see them, I'll be opening up a new tab on ETS, on the ETS subsection of the Discord, and all the behind the scenes shenanigans will be uploaded there. So, without further ado, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now, guys.